Dear God, please protect us from the snitches. Just trying to get dough, man. Oh Lord.
Basically, S02E02 is a hip hop artist, but also a producer. I started making music a couple of years back, 9 years ago to be exact. I recorded my first song at the age of 10, but I only started taking it seriously when I was around 15 years old. And you know, I'm 19 now, so I've been making music for some time, like making beats, rapping, doing gigs, you know, living the artist life. The first actual project I worked on, I did in 2012. I released an album that was titled The Beginning of the End. I was 15 years old at the time. I recorded it at Zonke Bonke Studios, which is based in Motherwell, NU3. My next project that I did after that is I worked with a group called TPV. I actually joined the group called TPV, which means the pen's voice. Then after that, I think in 2014, I released a mixtape titled Veram Tisire. Alright, well, I'll start with the guys that I worked with. The DJ Mleister is a DJ who usually drops mixes on KQFM. He's a guy who's really, like, I feel like he's one of the best DJs in PE right now. And then another guy I worked with is Acematic, of course. Acematic I've been working with since last year after we dropped I Am That Nigga, if you remember. The song S02E02. Well, you know, I feel like the chorus is very straightforward, you know. Basically, it's based on, you know, the rap life and how these girls, you know, be approaching you, you know, asking you what your name is, telling you they can do this for you, do that for you. It's based on that, basically, you know. It doesn't mean that, like, we do get involved in that type of stuff, but, you know, it's just telling people our stories, you know, and what we go through as artists sometimes. It's way like... I've honestly only done about 3 music videos that are official and that have been released. You know, I've recorded a lot more though, but not everything has been able to be finalized and gone out. You know, over the years, the people I've worked with, we had come across certain problems, you know, sometimes technical, sometimes not just technical, you know. My latest video that I dropped is the Haters music video that I did with J-Mac. For me, I'll always be a solo artist. I'm S02E02. S02E02 is my brand. I've always been a solo artist, I'll always be a solo artist. Fuck fame for me is more like a movement. You know, like you have your boys and bucks. It's a whole lot of solo artists who come together and have boys and bucks. Although fuck fame is I'd say a lot closer than boys and bucks is in that we work a lot together amongst each other. So yeah, I would say I am a member of fuck fame, which is the movement pushing, you know, fashion, arts, music, and entertainment.
Fuck up at the same heat. Look, on some, yeah, we know this sounds a little crazy, but can you take us home? Heard you home alone.
The hip-hop artists I've worked with, of course, there's Acematic, there's Meezy. I'm working with Lux. I've worked with Bruce, who used to be a rapper. I don't know if he's still rapping anymore. I've worked with Westbourne. I've worked with Cram Fam, as you might know. In the Eastern Cape, I've worked with a cat from King Williamstown called Vij. I was going to work with a cat called Lolo Vandal, if you know him. He's also from King Williamstown. Then when it comes to the people that I'd like to work with in the future, definitely, although he's not in the Eastern Cape anymore, I find he's one that I definitely would like to work with in the future. You know, like listening to a song like S02E02, you feel like I find it would have fit into it perfectly. I think just because I used to like his sound back in the day, .com would definitely also be one cat that I'd love to work with. J-Bucks, of course, like I've been wanting to work with J-Bucks for real, but we haven't found time to do that. I hit up Epic a couple of months back. He was also quite busy. There's Blackfamous that, you know, I see myself doing something with him in the future. I don't know if you know of a cat called Wansta, but he's not based in the Eastern Cape anymore. He's also someone I'd work with. First performance, major performance I ever did was I performed at the Splash Festival in 2012. I feel like shows is the one way that a lot of South African artists get paid, because when it comes to the actual selling of music, not that many people buy your hard copies anymore, but people still go out to shows.
Cause I'm so smart, man, I'm so smart. Was a young kid with a big dream on my whole team. I didn't go karts, I need more.
What influenced me to do production? For me, I wanted like everything to be me, to be Oazi. Not even as Verita, I wanted it to be Oazi, to be me. And at that young age, I was like, you know what, I should try this out. I started doing research on how beats are made. I think it's also because before that age, I could play guitar and I could play a keyboard. My parents bought me a guitar and keyboard when I was around 9 years old. And I wanted to do what I do on them, in a digital way, and be able to rap on that. So that's when I started thinking, you know what, let me try this production thing out, And music has kind of always been a part of my family, so I feel like it was sooner or later one of us would want to go into the music industry, and that's me. I've produced for a number of artists, but a lot of the artists still haven't released songs till this day, but like most of them have. I produced a lot of songs for Asthmatic. I produced for a cat called Nitro. He's dropping something soon. I've produced for Cram Fam. I've produced something for Deception. There's a cat called Titus Slow that I produced for. I produced some of the stuff that I worked on with TPV. Well, when it comes to selling beats, that's something I recently started to do. I feel like I should start with that one. The reason I sell beats now is because obviously, as an artist, I don't want to use the word bigger, but the bigger you become as an artist, the more music becomes a business for you. My process when it comes to who I work with, it's pretty simple. If someone is dope, then I work with them. I'd honestly work with anyone who's willing to work, but at the same time, I don't like working with people who aren't really on the same personality type of level as me, because there's some people that are dope lyrically, but then our personalities clash. Because remember, when working with someone, it's more than just the work you guys are putting into the song. You still have to perform the song. There's a lot more that comes into the picture. So definitely, it's whether the person is dope or not, and if I can work with the type of personality that they have. I feel like one of our main problems in the Eastern Cape is the fact that we don't have an industry that's united. I feel like once we're able to unite and form one type of industry, then that's really going to help us. But as long as we're still doing things the way we are, I feel like something else that's a problem is not having a proper platform. I feel like a lot more can be done. We just need to unite. Once we do that, we'll be able to do a lot more. This whole story of beefing with people, thinking that your crew is the best and you can't work with another crew, it's really bringing us down as a city, as an industry. And once that changes and people open their eyes, then I feel like it will get better. What I wish I could see in the city of PE, I feel like businesses should get more involved when it comes to entertainment, because not only will that benefit the artists in that they'll be able to get paid, and once artists get paid, it's easy for them to make good quality music, and it's easy for them to make good quality videos that will be able to be used for marketing. It's pretty simple, and all we need for that is businesses to step into the picture. For businesses, what they'll get out of it, I feel like a lot of businesses this side waste money when it comes to getting artists from Joburg to perform here, whereas if they could put money into artists Alaba, so that they can market themselves on the Joburg level, then they'd save a lot more costs when it comes to doing big shows. Because all people need Ababai is to see the artist Zalapa the same level in terms of marketing, in terms of being on television and stuff like that. You know, as the artist in Joburg, I feel like if businesses could get involved, because the truth is it's very difficult to do good quality stuff with no money, and the only way to make money is by involving in businesses. Try to get sponsors, try to get endorsement deals, and if that can happen, then it'll definitely be better than the industry.
All I know, I feel like music's my antidote. Been in the game for 10 years.
I like to say shout out to my nigga Ace, my nigga Meezy, my nigga Lux, my nigga G Fresh, my nigga Flawless, my nigga Platinum G, my nigga Oliver, my nigga M Lloyd, Hypnotic Lloyd, Snare, Cram Fam, even though there's some. But shout out to y'all, you know, shout out to Deception, shout out to, there's so many, shout out to Blacksmith, thanks for the interview, shout out to Kush, shout out to Azole, shout out to Spaki, shout out to Useshi, Fortune Dane, Ice on the Mic, you know, Bears, VG King, Vij. Shout out to my family, firstly my family, and shout out to you, Otto.